Blue Shell Entertainment.
Oldie But Goodie. Games that stand the test of time. In this video, I'm going to tell you guys why Pokemon Yellow is still an awesome game to play, even 20 years after its conception. Let's start with what is Pokemon. Pokemon is a traditional Japanese-oriented RPG. You have an overhead view, crazy-looking creature monsters, tile-based dungeons, and random creature encounters. The game will start off by explaining to you what is the world of Pokemon and what Pokemon are used for, and you will have a brief little character creation. Pokemon Yellow follows the main anime storyline as you play as the main protagonist, Ash Ketchum, and your rival, since you were apparently a baby, Gary, letting you know of his significance and the role he's going to play throughout the game. So before you get on your journey, the game is going to put you through a very short tutorial that's going to teach you how to play the game correctly. So just as soon as you're about to get on your journey, Professor Oak's going to come out of nowhere and he's going to teach you how to catch Pokemon that live in the wild grass. More often than not, instead of just using the Pokeball like Oak does in this video, you're going to need to battle the wild Pokemon and lower their health before you use the Pokeballs. Oak then takes you back to the lab, and for some reason Gary's already there waiting, and Oak's telling you he has a Pokemon for you. And Gary, being the a-hole that he is upset that Gramps doesn't have a Pokemon for him, so he steals yours right in front of your face. After Gary steals your Pokemon, Oak offers you the Pokemon that he had just caught previously, which is the infamous Pikachu. Gary is such an a-hole, he challenges you to a fight right after stealing your Pokemon from you. And depending on how you do in these fights versus Gary, that will decide how his Pokemon will evolve throughout the game. Now, here are some of the features that separate Pokemon Yellow from the rest of the Pokemon games in the franchise and make it an oldie but goodie. Pokemon Yellow introduced Pokemon emotions. You could actually check on your Pikachu to see how he was feeling. Being able to check in on your Pikachu and having him follow you outside of his Pokeball everywhere you went, it made him really feel like he was alive. Your starter Pokemon. You start off with Pikachu, and Yellow version lets you catch Charmander, Bulbasaur, and Squirtle, whereas in Red and Blue they force you to choose between one of these three. And everyone knows these three Pokemon fully evolved are the most badass in the entire game. The cookie cutter rocket grunts from Red and Blue were replaced. Following the anime, they even added Jesse and James from Team Rocket, the famous group that antagonizes Ash throughout the whole series. They even went as far as to give Jesse and James the Ekans and the coughing and the meowth that they have in the actual series. It's a small but awesome upgrade. Unlike Red and Blue, where you could only catch Mewtwo, this one also has a glitch that you could look up on how to catch Mew, and it works. And lastly, Pokemon Yellow had a small graphics update from the previous two Red and Blue versions that it was built on. They even added a few other tidbits from the anime series that you'd have to watch the show to understand, but the singing Jigglypuff is there and a lot of the trainers look more like themselves in the show. Unlike other JRPGs, Pokemon does a really good job of not overextending its plot. It gives you the same setting and characters from the show, but also gives you the freedom to explore and play the game how you'd like to. The best parts about the Pokemon games are the monster collecting, the battles, and the leveling of your Pokemon. What Yellow version does, it takes everything great from Red and Blue version, everything great from the anime series, and puts it all together in one game. That's what makes Pokemon Yellow version an oldie but goodie.